All right, well, before I was rudely interrupted by power randomly just going out. Did Elliott accidentally pull the plug? He's not allowed in here. He likes to push buttons. All right, we had about 75 people, so we'll let a few more come back in. Apologies. Tim, thank you for subscribing. Guess I can put crypto in this so people know we're doing. All right. So unless we have another just random surge, hopefully we stay on this time. Did look like Bitcoin retracing a bit. Definitely rising on less strength, but like I said, it doesn't matter. It could eliminate all this just by going sideways and pushing up and squeezing you all the way up as you short the entire way. So here's what I'm currently looking for. If it gets above 48, 49, we're probably pushing all the way 51 to 52.6. All right. Top Hat, are you back? Let me know you're back and I'll continue this. All right, you're here. So your main focus should be getting and staying above 30 cents. I think if you can do that, you're above the macro value area high. And that's when you start to really get those price discovery. This is so new, I don't even know if we'll have any high time frame resistances to work off of. All right, so that's kind of what we're working with right now. You've got the weekly order block resistance. You can see we perfectly tested it, and that was from over here, right? That's why that stopped perfectly there. We've got a monthly level. We're just poking our head. Audio should be good. Everyone else can hear me, right? They're responding to me. Can everyone else hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear. All right. So, Michael, you need to figure something out because it sounds like everyone else is good. Weekly order block below us. So that's going to be our support. 6-month level down below. But what you're wanting to hold right now is what we literally just tagged. All right, so we do have hourly bearish divergence, higher high in price, right? Higher high. Lower high in RSI on this new high. MACD is pointing down. Bitcoin being the reason right now. And the worrisome part about Bitcoin is loves to fake you out, right? Because anytime price gets, right, you've got your potential third wave, fourth wave. Anytime you get above this, people are just shorting the shit out of it. But what it likes to do is fake you out and not create a new high until you go to line chart. And then guess what? You've got a new high. Bitcoin loves to do that, right? It did it at the lows. Let me create one that's not got so much shit on it. Right? It did it at the lows. Here's your low. Right? Everyone was looking to go long as soon as it created a new low here. What it did though, right? It did create a new low. Here it is. Faked everyone out because it didn't get below this. So I'm not saying short this, just saying watch it. Uh-oh. My dot trade just popped out. All right. TCP. You want to hold that level for the most recent uptrend. All right, so no harm yet. So you've got this algo here. You can see it's bouncing here, fell through, but came back up, tested it. So now we got above it with a decent move. I'd like for this to hold in there. All right, this isn't an order block, but just an area I'd like to see it hold. Else we're probably going to come see the bottom of this order block. Notice again, I'm not using this wick. I'm going to line chart, finding the low, then using that candle. That to me is just low liquidity fuckery. So this would be my Monte pool, POW, target right there. So if we don't hold this little green area here with this algo and monthly level, then we can start to look further down. And you get potential A, B, C here. You got your 50. You got your Monte pool 382, or where I like to target the most, doesn't mean it gets there because we're bullish, is right there. I'm sick, and you wish I get better quick. Is that based on my voice? Or my shit charting? I don't know what that's referring to. And there you go. There's some confluence from earlier. POC right there at the algo. Yep, I had two questions there, so answer yep. Oh, voice. That's just my voice, man. I'm not sick. Sorry. I'm not Sam with the voice of an angel. So multiple scenarios here, Top Hat. I would say if we start to lose this monthly, that algo in that area here, look right around here, 10 cents, where we've got that POC, or worse, down here at 7.5. I don't think we get down here, but clear macro value area high here at 30 cents. Send it. Send it up. No, you're good, Francisco. It's just me. I don't do too many live streams. I mean, this is my first live stream for YouTube. I do MonteWednesday for members every week, so they're used to my monotone raspiness, I guess. Sorry, Sam messaging me. Let me do. I got Pizza Man, VeChain to ETH. Vet ETH. How do I even chart this? There we go. Yeah, keep me updated, Top Hat. Let me know if I'm full of shit. All right. So if you don't know by now, first thing I like to do is to mark out volume-wise where we're at. Right, I don't think we're ever going to make it back down here. Maybe, but good Lord, Pizza Man, what did you give me? There's my analysis right there. There it is. We're going there. There's nothing in here. These don't even really help unless we get down here. So this is VeChain to Ethereum, right? So if Ethereum starts to pump faster than VeChain, VeChain goes here, right? So I guess that's why we went up. So VeChain pumped really hard, then Ethereum started to pump. Now looks like VeChain, the smaller caps, as Ethereum reaches 3,400 or so, VeChain is going to start catching up quicker. All right, Rita, have a good sleep. Thanks for trying to stay up with me. Okay. So I'm going to work just from here. I'm not going to care about any of that because we created a new low. So, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Sucks. Monty Pool did not tag it, and I don't see where else I could go with it. Because there's your low. I don't love it. So we'll just do the full pull. And it does look like VeChain's about to start outpacing Ethereum now. So these here, you don't see them often, right? You see the 786, right? You always see the 786. 418, 7618 is a Monty thing. Basically, Monty pull, when you do that, a member of ours found that that's where it always likes to land, right in here. When you do a Monty pull, that's where the golden zone would like to be. So I've started to put that on the chart and see how it reacts, but you can see we're starting to get above it. Likely what will happen is come up, test it, right? Hit golden zone from the other side, macro value area high, and work its way up. And here's where you get your quick, right? You have to clear all of this, because here's your main headache, right? The golden zone from the way back up. Get back above there, then you can start to go quick again. And here you go. Here's your POC right by the golden zone. And so you're going to see a lot of accumulation happen around here if it's going to continue. Very rarely are you going to have this, right? It has to chop around, potentially, right? Have a trend line, something like this. You'll see this a lot. Come up, hit. You just basically have this wedge that it holds a trend line. You get bear trap. And then once it gets over this, that's when it starts to really take off. Sometimes you can even have the inverted head and shoulders, right? The bear trap goes deeper, but then it regains this trend line. You've got, oh, look, inverted head and shoulders, send it. But for now, it does look like this is ready to go. Strongest push to the downside right here, based on momentum indicators right here. So there's your third wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, and some wedge for a fifth. can see it nice when you take off that wick. Right, we passed this trend line that was created by the line chart. Who gives a shit about wicks? As soon as it pushes above right there, that's when it's going to start to go quicker, right? You closed the daily yesterday above it. Today it starts to go quick. You start to see the MACD pushing up. We're not even past the zero line yet. Zero line is right here, basically. Once you start to see that, you've got momentum to continue up. We don't even have green yet on this momentum indicator, but we do have divergence. Great daily divergence here. So VeChain does look like it's about to take off against Ethereum, right? That's what Pizza Man requested. So look for something here. You're going to hit your head at 4,500. Potentially come back down and accumulate until you hold macro value area high. Get above 48.50. And then, I mean, I wouldn't be looking for traditional, targets, right? If Ethereum is as bullish as everyone says it is, and it's going to 20K, this may just continue to range. Right, we get up here to golden zone, and we come all the way back down, and we just continue to range. That's what some of these do. There's never an Elliott count that you could say, here's an impulse. It's just ABCs across the board forever. There's nothing to say you can't have that. It's just, now eventually if VeChain does something incredible fundamental wise, then you could say, all right, now we're starting an impulse, and all of this was just accumulation. But until then, I would just be selling, alarming up here and selling, getting back into Ethereum, since I'm guessing that's what you want if you're trading this pair. So let me know in chat, Pizza Man, if that's what you were looking for. Just, I would say once you get up here in these highs, this is a long history. So this is a 12-month. So once you clear 4,000, smooth sailing on that chart. Likewise with 6 month, 3 month, you've got a little bit higher, but above 45, you're smooth sailing there. Nasty, nasty candle there. There's your monthly resistance. weekly. So I would say sell anywhere between there and there if you're wanting to trade this. So VeChain outpacing Ethereum until we get up here. Then you would sell your VeChain back into Ethereum to ride the Ethereum train and rinse and repeat. All right. Rita, oh, I'm finally getting to your chart now. And you went to bed. Sorry. So this is Australian dollar to the US dollar. She said, only if you want to do another chart. Sam covered AUD on trads yesterday. If it suits, I'd love a Monty perspective on this. I have pulled a Monty pull on a daily line chart. Seen interesting reaction off the 236. The same pull on weekly has a pretty close overlap. How to interpret this would be useful. All right, so I'm just going to nuke everything you had. And 2003, do we have an index of this? No. Trying to find one with more time. There we go. So that's a little bit more time. 94. It looks like you've got a count over on this anyway. So your daily line Monty pull was to go from here to here. There's definitely reactions here. You got 618 and of course the 1 that it rode along forever. And so you're thinking potentially come back to here. And that would make sense. Sweep these lows. Forex loves to sweep and go the other way. Stop out. Stop out those who are long. And then pump it. So you would see this, right? Stop everyone out that was here. Make everyone think now it's coming way lower. Monty pull target there. 236. Which would end up being 382 of the full pull right there. So yes, and a quick roundabout way, Rita. Great chart. This pull seems relevant, right? There's confluence right here for a move up. And you've got it as a 2. So shallow for a 2. This is a 1-2. That means Australian dollar is about to kick our ass. Because that being very, very bullish. But if you look over here, you have structure. Let me get this. Come on. Do pay attention to these, Rita. Right. So see this is macro value area low. You can see how we've tagged it multiple times perfectly. So what could happen is we come down and tag it one more time, where if this is actually a 1, 2, I'd love to tag that macro value area low one more time before then really taking off and US crumbles if this is the count. But I like it. I like the thought. I like this pull here that you did. The confluence there is great. Just keep an eye out on 0.678 macro value area low. All right. Master Shifu's got FTT. I had his chart here. Hey, Master Shifu's already paid attention to my other live streams that I did for members and added in 7418 and 7618. Has the monthly up here. I'm assuming that's what he's got. Yep. So he's using my color. Besides the week, I use the blue, but 3 day, 1 day, I use pink, he uses white. So three-month, there's nothing until down here. Great work. There's not much I would change here. Golden zone. You can see on line chart how, see, you've got a 6 month, 3 month, and 1 month all right here. 2750, and you can see how that huge drop came. That's where the third stopped on the daily. Obviously, we wicked much deeper, but anything here or below is a great buy because you know it's going to bounce back above this huge high time frame support area. Would have expected it to get it back up there to 40 and then fall back, but didn't do it. It did provide resistance on the way up, tagged it 39, fell all the way back to 34 before ultimately continuing up. Yeah, so monthly order block, obviously, it's this right here. And that's a huge range, 55 to 40. Typically what you'll see here It's just a range. If they're this big, it can stay in this range and accumulate. All right, you don't want to fall out of it on the higher time frame. You want to stay probably weekly. You could probably come down on the daily and deviate underneath it, right? But then get back in it. But a wide range like this, monthly order block, you basically just want to see accumulation inside of this for continuation to the upside. So you got the weekly level. We're above this one. Guess what's coming up above us? Monthly level. So that's the top of the monthly order block. As well as, I don't see it on here, but weekly order block. All right, so for yours it would be orange. So it's about to hit its head on the ceiling, I do believe. $887, $786. All right. So this would be Razor, if you're not a TDU member already, that's what we're going to require, just to make sure our members are staying happy, right? They get to request on our nightly, I guess we request, charts from members, and then we're going to go on live stream and do them. They're not going to have to purchase anything. If you want Digibyte USDT, then yes, a $15 minimum chart request for non-members. You can either be a member of Trade Devils at tradedevils.com or a super chat, and I will do it on stream. All right, Master Shifu. Monte Pool, Monte Zone right there, the 7418 weekly order block, top of the monthly order block, weekly level, monthly level. You could do not YouTube members. So if you go to tradedevils.com and become a member there, you can either become a social member, which is $49 a month, or educational member, and then join our Discord. We do a request Monday for, I guess, Sunday night we do a request for Crypto Monday. Monday night we do a request for Traditional Tuesday, then MonteWednesday. Tomorrow we'll probably do some Ninja Trader stuff with Sam, and then Friday, of course, is Bitcoin Friday if you're a member there. So but there should be a little $sign underneath chat, and that's a super chat. If you do super chat with at least $15 minimum, I will do your chart on stream, right? And that just keeps our members happy that they continue to get something for their membership outside of the belt system and the Discord and all that. So anyway, Master Shifu, right here, that's a huge zone. 54.74. Right there. Of course, 54.93. So anywhere in that area, if you're in it, I'd be looking to sell. Anything above it, potential short. I don't know if you short or not, but I am actually going to alarm this for myself. This is an incredible run. We'll have to see where it stops, right? Because it could, of course, squeeze all the way up to here. We've got a daily. Let's see, you use white. So a daily up here, right? Could sweep these highs. Yeah, if you bought at 24, I would sell enough bird to make it a free trade, right? You could sell it all and try to rebuy. There's nothing to say that it can't accumulate here, right? We get here and then it just does this, right? And refuses to dump, maybe come down here, get everyone to sell, and then it continues up. But this is definitely a zone you do not want to hodl into, especially after a move like this where, I mean, I'm not even at log scale. All right, here's your current trend. So just to come back and test this, it could reject here, 54, potentially come all the way back down. I mean, weekly 43 could break this, regain it, and continue up. Sell 50% at 100% profit. That's all you got to do. Keep a free bag. House bags are the best. Hey, Master Seafield, I see you're messaging right now. Yeah, I'm doing your chart right now, and it looks really good. I love you got the color code. You've definitely followed what I've done. I've added a few things here if you're just now catching it. So this is a weekly order block on top of your monthly. So your monthly is right here. It's on top. You've got the weekly level. You've got monthly level, weekly order block on the bottom. I did a Monte pull. Let me take this off here. Oh, there we go. All right, so I did a Monte pull to catch our lows here. And guess where the Monte zone is now? Right there at it as well. So approaching somewhere you don't want to continue to hold on to, at least all of it. Get rid of some, see if ultimately, right, we come back down and try to test these lows. If we can't hold, obviously our next zone is here, right? Because we tested this area. So if this is going to turn into some big drawn out, this is what most coins did over the last cycles. They just bleed out after they retest the highs and get rejected. Here's log. So if we're just going to look at this, FTT did 6,158% in 653 days, so less than 2 years. Are we going to fall 65 and just continue going, right? Another 1,000%? Or is it now time for this dude to cool off and start to do this and potentially bleed down either into here or even lower? Who knows, right? But I wouldn't want to hodl on forever if this is a potential. Unless, like Bird said, having a free bag. Free bag? Yeah, you look back and go, damn it. I could have sold all of it up here and bought 10 times as much down here. But if it's a free bag, don't worry about it. All you want to do is not sit there and hodl on to something that you end up losing after being up a couple 100%. All right, so on FTX, you've got macro right here. Macro value area low. Macro POC. And guess what we just pushing through. So if we're going to continue to push up to here today, I mean, it's only $3 more, and reject this by the end of the day, right? You get back under here, and it were to do this. Look at all this down here. On the daily time frame, we did not retest macro POC after we broke through, right? We pushed up into the 1 week and 1 month zones and just continue to push on. So I think we would, gut feeling here, reject here. Don't buy this dude back until here. Nothing to say it can't come back to this area, right? We got a 6 month, 3 month, 1 month, or come all the way back to macro value area low, test the lows. Maybe it turns into some big ass triangle, right? That 1, 2, 1, 2. You know, that could happen. Is FTX's coin, I guess, kind of like BNB? I think that's what it is. So, yeah, that could absolutely work. Just accumulate it all in here. Test the top, test the bottom, accumulate and go. But it's just there. I guess, yeah, I understand Binance Smart Chain has got more going for it than, but it's BNB is Binance coin, I guess. FTT, I guess, is FTX's coin. But yeah, Binance has got more going on. But I know Sam at FTX is incredible marketer and, of course, spending all kinds of money for marketing purposes. So obviously, I don't expect it to come back down to $5 if that's the case. So a triangle here would make sense to push higher. There's an interesting pull right there. Right, from the lows to the highs to over here before it took off. It's not the low, obviously. Low would be way back here, but a little Monte pitchfork here. Vertical accumulation to get above the median. Reject the top, get out, reject again. And you can see here, once it came in and rejected here, straight down. Accumulate sideways till you can get back above the median, test it, take off. All right, so if this is going to ignore all my sell levels here, you could always look for a retest of this. Now, this could come up here, reject, right, come back down, test this median, then continue up. This could come back down, reject this, come sideways all the way to over here. Right? So that big long triangle that I had drawn that I deleted could go sideways until you get over into here on this parallel, then push up here. Right? Go from 27 to 200. All right. Well, no super chats yet, so I guess Bird's a member, so I can do Neo. What's the longest chart for Neo? I'm not sure how many of you were around, but this thing, Ant Shares, right? Ant Shares down here, rebranded as Neo, 7 cents to 200. Those were the days. A little over a year, 268,000, 74%. Wow. Master Shifo, great chart though. You're definitely taking what I say and utilizing it, and looks like it's paying off for you. So great work. All right, so COVID drop on Neo held macro value area low on the weekly, right? It did here and here, despite a nasty wick. Let's see what it would have looked like without COVID. So we start dropping, yep, same level. So this is macro value area low. We tested it here. So if you knew and you had this on your chart, basically when COVID came and we nuked through POC, Trade Devil members would have known buy anything at or under $5.81 for the long haul. Obviously, you go balls deep here on leverage, you get nuked because it still goes 32% lower. But if you're buying spot at 582, you're a happy camper right now. And it's not even, hadn't even created a new high yet. So good Monty pull here. You see how it rejected the golden zone there, held the 50, tried to get to the golden zone again in a drop, but unable to do it. 382. So the 50 would have been about right there. Yep. So unable to get to the 50 even, so that's pretty bullish. Your safe long was to wait until the daily closed above, right? So daily closed above here on July 26th, pumped all the way up here, and then your buy was to buy macro value area high retest. And you had a nice little order block over here. It's tiny, but let's see if it gets it. Almost. 41, and the top of that's at 37, so 4 cents off. So your buy zone would have been right there. Stop could have been, well, if you really want to be really tight, it would be underneath that order block, but to be safe, you could put it here. Right, then you would be targeting I would probably target here. Safe would be here at the top of the Monte pool where you've got rejection here, rejection there, but I think we'll get at least up here to swipe these highs. And obviously if we're bullish, we're just going to come up here and stair step our way up to create new highs. But it looks like we popped since we closed the daily last night. Four-hour divergence. So be careful if you're still long. We can obviously break it. But we're getting to a point where you'd want to take some profit. POC. So this is a value area high of this range. So basically we accumulated to pop above, right, and then retraced. Value area high here. So if we're able to get above that, then I'll use this, right, basically from where we marked up, marked down. Here's another one you need to watch out for. And basically just the distributive pattern up here. Your POC is right there at that value area high, 58.42. And then these would be your other ones to watch out for. So just the distributive pattern up here without the drop at all. Value area low is 75, POC 100. So those are your levels to watch out for. Get above 50. Look for 58. Get above that. Look for 75. Biggest test 100. Psychological level as well. All right, so I don't see any requests, no super chat requests, no more member requests, and it's been about 2 hours, so I'm going to splice together these two videos when I lost my power. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you enjoyed the way I do it. It's definitely different than Sam's. May take a bit to get used to for sure, but Trade Devils members know what I'm doing here with all these value area highs, pulls, and all that, as you've seen by Master Shifu's chart and Chris and Nell. So we'll be back with you soon. I'd like to get Sam on tomorrow to do some Ninja Trader. I haven't told him yet, so we'll have to see what he thinks of it. But we'll be back soon. And Bitcoin Friday, I'm not sure if we're going to do that live or we're going to do a recording as normal. So, all right, I'm off to get some lunch, and we'll chat it with you.